Hi there, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Want to welcome you back to our third and final project for this week using the Penguin Playmates Designer Series paper from our summer celebration event. I love this paper. It's so cute, so versatile. And today we are going to pair it with the Penguin Place bundle, which includes the stamp set and this die, or not, it's not a die, it's a punch. I do know the difference between a die and a punch, so today we're using a punch. Oh my goodness. Some days I just need a little more mental help than others. All right, so today I'm excited. We have a fun fold card, and it's called a triple fold card. For this one, you need to start with a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock because our card base is going to be 5.5 by 12 inches, and we need that extra inch to add with our fold. So we are going to score this at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 7 3/4. So that's it, just 3 score lines: 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 7 3/4. All right, so this is the back panel of our card. So we're going to fold this over here. So we have our large panel here, then fold back on that next score line and fold forward on this small one on the left. So I'm looking for my phone folder here so we can give it a good crease. Let's go ahead and fold that out and crease these from the back as well. All right, so here's our triple fold. So you see 1, 2, 3, and then when you open it up, it opens up like this. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we're using several of the patterns for the designer paper, and all this will be posted on my blog. Okay, isn't that cute? Look at all these fun patterns. I like this paper because on one side we have, you know, all the little fun characters, and then on the other side we have coordinating just kind of prints. So I'm going to use one of the characters, but then I'm going to use prints on the other pieces. So I'm going to start with this blue stripey print, and I'm, going to adhere this to the front panel. This is going to be my the first one. All right. Then I need to fill in the rest of the inside of the card. So I'm going to take my green panel and put that down next. And I think this is, the measurements on this one are, they're all 5/8 inch tall, and then the blue and the green are 1 5/8 inch wide. Then we have, I think we're going to do our polka dot next, and this is 5 3/8 by 2 7/8. Because this is 3 inches wide. These two panels are 3 inches, so these are 2 7/8 inch wide. So we're going to put our little fun character pattern there. All right. And get that right in the center of the panel. And this has just very thin borders all the way around. And then I have a piece I'm going to just put here on this side, because I want to have paper here, but I still need room to do some writing. So this is 1.5 inches wide by 5 3/8. Just gonna get it right here, close to the edge, leaving a little bit of a border. And then I have a little thin strip of fresh freesia, and it's 3/8 inch tall, no, 5 3/8 tall by 1/4 inch wide. So it's just kind of a little border strip. Just putting a little bit of adhesive there. I would normally use Tombow for something this narrow, but all of my Tombow is downstairs, as will sometimes happen. Okay, so this is where we're going to do a little stamping. I'm using some Misty Moonlight for my sentiment, and I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do my Be Merry right here. I think, let's do Be Merry. Let's stamp once. Okay, that looks good. My block's a little messy. All right, Be Merry. Super small but cute. Okay, the card base is done. Now we're going to do a little belly band. So I've cut just an 11-inch strip by 1 inch, a piece of fresh freesia, and I'm just going to wrap it around. Okay, I'm going to do a little crease here and then take it off and make sure all my edges are flush, and then burnish that. And then I want to bring this around. I don't want it so tight that it's going to be hard to get off, but I want it snug enough that it won't fall off. All right, so I creased it. Let's give it a good hard crease. And it's a little bit long, so I'm just going to cut a little bit off there. We don't need it that long. Now I'm putting my seam in the front because I'm going to cover that, so you're not going to see it. So let's put a little adhesive here, and then close up our belly band. So it's smooth enough that it can come off, but it's not going to fall off, which is the perfect amount of tension. All right. So next I have a piece of Misty Moonlight, and then a basic white circle. So these are from our circled dies. And I'm just going to adhere this right here. And I do want to stamp Season's Greetings on my belly band. So I'm going to pull this off before I stamp it, because that won't be really smooth. I'm going to hold this in place so I can kind of eyeball where I want to put my Season's Greetings right there. All right, let's put this back on so we can gauge where we're going to put our circle and then our penguin, which is our finishing touch. Okay, I think I'm going to put that right there. So let's just adhere that flat. All right, now we're going to do our penguin. I have not punched our penguin yet, so I have some scrap black cardstock. And when you're punching, if you have one of these builder punches and you have lots of different images, if I'm going to punch like a bunch of penguins, I go from the penguin side. So I would put my paper in here, and I want to punch, you know, maybe I want to punch 3 or 4 of my black penguins bases. I would just keep going down that way so that I'm not making a lot of mess by cutting this one out. So then I would flip it if I want to cut a bunch of little penguin bodies, or the white parts of the penguin. So I'm just gonna, I'll go ahead and do 3 since I punched 3 penguins. I'm only putting 1 on the card though. Let's see if we can get 1 out of this side. I like to get as much as I can out of a piece of cardstock. So I try to be frugal. All right, we're just using 1 today. And then we need a couple of feet. So I just got a little scrap of pumpkin pie, and I'm gonna punch two little feet out of that. Okay. All right, so we're going to stamp on the white piece. So we've got to give our penguin a face. Let's see. Okay, I'm just using Memento ink, and we'll stamp a couple of eyes. All right. And then we need to stamp his beak. These penguins go together so quick and easy. I love little animal characters. Okay, so let's put him together. All right. And I think I'm going to put his feet, I'm going to put him standing up this time. The last card I put him sitting down. So I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back and have his feet kind of coming from the back. Let's see. I would just do a little dot of Tombow adhesive normally, which I do not have right now. It is all packed up. All right, I'm gonna put 2 dimensionals down there just to make sure his feet stay on. Whoops. And then 1 up at the top. All right. And we're just gonna stick him right in the middle of that circle, and voila, all done. That is all I'm gonna do with this. You could add, you know, if you wanna add rhinestones or sequins, you can, but I think it's just super cute like that. And then people can just slide that off, open it up, and look at all this fun, colorful patterns in this card. So don't forget, if you place an order of $50 or more, you can choose a celebration item for free. And so if you would like the Penguin Playmates designer paper, it's right here on the catalog. The number is 158420 and free with a $50 order. I mean, you can't beat free stuff, right? All right, thanks everybody for stopping by. I will see you next Thursday for another awesome product out of our celebration catalog. All right, bye-bye.